Hi, I'm Louise Mahrra, Head of Marketing at CAE. I'm joined today by Dene Louise, Head of Technical Strategy and Direction. Hi, Dene.
Hi, Louise.
So we're here today because we're going to talk about our new piece of research that we've just launched. What's holding back more good days for IT security professionals? Dene, I know that you were really close to this piece of research. You were really interested and quite a big advocate of us actually commissioning this and taking this external view of actually looking at, as an industry, what are those big challenges around IT security. We've now got this external piece of research that's really digging into what that day-to-day is and what people are experiencing. Yep. What are your thoughts on that?
Exactly what you said. I think it's a hugely important topic that we're talking to our customers increasingly about. We see in the news, we see in public domain, lots and lots of noise around cybersecurity now, not just in the industry, but actually in the wider press. So look, we know it's important to our customers. I think that we have some ideas on how we can help our customers, and certainly when we're talking to customers directly, we can understand that. But it was really a way for us to get through all of that noise that's out there and actually get an understanding of what matters. And I think that for me was why I was so excited about when we had this conversation about going and producing this piece of work, because it really helps to understand actually what the challenges that these organisations are facing on a day-to-day basis when it comes to cybersecurity.
Yeah, absolutely, really important.
Yeah.
And so there's loads in there. There's so many high-level stats that we pull out of there. There's some really interesting insights and some unexpected challenges and takeaways from it as well, particularly things around training and availability of resources for the actual IT professionals who are day-to-day caught up in the actual work and having to do it. I mean, for you, what were some of the key takeaways that you found in there that really shone a light on this is what is really going on within this industry?
And one of the things we saw was 62% respondents suggesting that they're not necessarily, they're seeing an increased risk, they're seeing increased pressure around cybersecurity. That isn't surprising, right? We look at where we are and we see like the low barrier of entry to be a threat actor within cybersecurity space, the potentially lucrative returns of being a threat actor and actually relatively low chance of being caught that we're seeing suggests that it's not a surprise that we're seeing on a global scale a growth in that kind of activity, right? Which lends itself to increased risk for organisations. In contrast to that, we're seeing that 7% of organisations are embedding cybersecurity in some capacity into their strategy. So the same people that are saying we're seeing increased risk, we're seeing more pressure around cybersecurity, we're actually looking at organisations and saying, actually, I'm not sure if this is being reflected across my organisation.
So some really interesting findings came out of it then for you, some things that really shone a light on some of the challenges being faced within the industry. I think one of the really interesting facts that came out of reading the report for me is this stat that 1 in 4 IT security professionals always has a bad day at work. That's quite a high number.
Yeah, I picked that out as well. And I think you immediately go to the worst kind of day, which is a breach. And I can imagine those are very bad days. But actually, that was talking more day to day. I reflected on, okay, what's causing that? And if you look at the last few years, we've seen real changes in security architectures with hybrid working affecting how people manage their security.
Really interesting reading, I think, for anybody working within IT security, professionals particularly. Head over to the website, download the piece of research for yourself, have a read of it. It's really interesting. There's some really good findings in there, so go download them.